Bem-vindos ao nosso espaço, um mergulho profundo nos assuntos mais interessantes de esportes, ciências e temas gerais do momento. Aqui você vai encontrar conteúdo de qualidade, com análises empolgantes e descobertas fascinantes que vão expandir seus horizontes. Nossa missão é trazer informação relevante de forma dinâmica e descontraída. Queremos que você faça parte dessa jornada incrível de conhecimento e diversão. Se gostar do nosso conteúdo, não esqueça de deixar seu like e se inscrever no canal para não perder nenhuma novidade. Ative o sininho também. Aproveite!
If you love science, don't forget to like and subscribe. Imagine a computer that doesn't just sit on your desk, but grows in the soil, breathes, and consumes organic matter. For decades, we have viewed fungi as simple decomposers, the recyclers of the forest floor. However, a groundbreaking field of research is revealing that mycelium, the root-like structure of mushrooms, functions as a sophisticated biological circuit. This isn't just a metaphor for how they share nutrients. Scientists are actually using mycelium to build functional logic gates, the fundamental building blocks of all modern computing. To understand this, we first have to look at what mycelium actually is. It is a vast, branching network of thread-like filaments called hyphae. In a single teaspoon of healthy forest soil, there can be miles of these microscopic threads. For years, we've known that these networks transmit chemical signals between plants, a system often dubbed the Wood Wide Web. But recent experiments in unconventional computing have shown that mycelium also conducts electrical impulses. These impulses are remarkably similar to the action potentials found in human neurons. Researchers, such as Professor Andrew Adamatsky at the University of the West of England, have discovered that fungi produce spontaneous spikes of electrical activity. By using electrodes, they can measure these spikes and, more importantly, influence them. This is where the logic gate comes into play. In a traditional silicon chip, a logic gate takes two inputs and produces one output based on Boolean logic, the ones and zeros of the digital world. For example, an AND gate only produces a signal if both inputs are active. In the world of fungal computing, researchers use the physical junctions where hyphae meet as these gates. By stimulating two different points of a mycelium network with electrical pulses, they can observe how the signals merge or interfere at a specific intersection. If the combined pulse exceeds a certain threshold, it creates an output. By mapping these interactions, scientists have successfully demonstrated that mycelium can perform the functions of AND, OR, and NOT gates. Why would we want a computer made of mushrooms? The answer lies in efficiency and resilience. Silicon manufacturing is incredibly energy-intensive and produces toxic waste. Fungal computers, on the other hand, are biodegradable and self-healing. If you snap a silicon chip, it is broken forever. If you sever a mycelium circuit, the living organism simply grows back, reconnecting the broken path. Furthermore, mycelium is inherently sensory. It naturally responds to light, moisture, temperature, and chemicals in its environment. This makes it a perfect candidate for environmental computing. Imagine a building with a fungal network embedded in its walls. This living circuit could sense a small leak or a rise in carbon dioxide and automatically trigger a ventilation system or a repair protocol, all without a single drop of traditional electricity. Of course, we aren't at the point where you can trade your laptop for a bucket of oyster mushrooms just yet. Fungal computers are significantly slower than silicon. While a modern CPU operates at billions of cycles per second, mycelium signals move at a literal snail's pace. The clock speed of a mushroom is measured in minutes or even hours. However, for complex, decentralized tasks, like managing the ecosystem of a vertical farm or processing long-term environmental data, speed isn't the primary requirement, adaptability is. This research pushes us to redefine what we consider intelligence. We usually think of information processing as something reserved for brains or microchips. But the mycelium logic gate proves that logic is a fundamental property of biological organization. These networks are solving problems, making decisions, and directing resources across entire forests using the same logical principles that power your smartphone. As we move toward a more sustainable future, the marriage of biology and technology will become essential. We are learning to speak the language of the forest, translating the slow, rhythmic electrical pulses of the earth into data we can use. The next generation of supercomputers might not be built in a sterile factory, but grown in a dark, damp lab, pulsing with the silent, ancient logic of the fungal kingdom. It reminds us that nature has been online for millions of years. We are only just now learning how to plug in. For more incredible facts like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.